What is Intuitionism? Intuitionism is a philosophical approach to ethics and mathematics that emphasizes the role of intuition and subjective experience in the formation of knowledge and moral judgments. It is based on the belief that certain basic principles and concepts can be known intuitively, without the need for logical proof or empirical evidence. In mathematics, intuitionism holds that mathematical objects and concepts, such as numbers and sets, are not discovered, but are rather constructed by the human mind through the process of intuition. This means that mathematical truth is not absolute or objective, but is rather contingent upon the perspective and experience of the individual. For example, the concept of infinity is a central part of many mathematical theories, but intuitionism holds that infinity cannot be known with certainty or precision, as it is a product of human imagination and intuition. Similarly, intuitionism rejects the law of excluded middle, which states that any proposition is either true or false, and instead proposes that some statements can be neither true nor false, but rather indeterminate. In ethics, intuitionism holds that moral principles and values are also known intuitively, and that ethical judgments are based on a sense of right and wrong that is independent of reason or empirical evidence. This means that moral truths are not objective or universal, but are rather contingent upon the perspective and experience of the individual. For example, intuitionism holds that certain ethical principles, such as the prohibition against murder or the importance of honesty, are known intuitively and do not require logical proof or empirical evidence to establish their validity. However, intuitionism also acknowledges that ethical principles can be complex and context-dependent, and that moral judgments can vary from person to person based on individual experiences and perspectives. Intuitionism has been criticized for its potential to lead to subjectivity and relativism in both mathematics and ethics. Critics argue that intuitionism can lead to a situation where there is no objective or universal standard for truth or morality, and that judgments are based solely on individual intuition and subjective experience. Moreover, intuitionism has been challenged by other philosophical approaches, such as logical positivism and naturalism, which emphasize the role of reason and empirical evidence in the formation of knowledge and moral judgments. These approaches hold that ethical principles can be derived from logical reasoning or scientific observation, and that mathematical objects and concepts can be discovered rather than constructed through intuition. Despite these criticisms, intuitionism continues to be an influential philosophical perspective in both mathematics and ethics. It provides a framework for understanding the role of intuition and subjective experience in the formation of knowledge and moral judgments, and emphasizes the importance of individual perspective and experience in shaping our understanding of the world. In summary, intuitionism is a philosophical approach that emphasizes the role of intuition and subjective experience in the formation of knowledge and moral judgments. It holds that mathematical objects and concepts, as well as ethical principles and values, are constructed through intuition rather than discovered through logic or empirical evidence. While intuitionism has been subject to criticism and skepticism, it continues to be an influential perspective in both mathematics and ethics, providing a valuable framework for understanding the diversity and complexity of human experience.